Hi, I'm Ada Hasloecher with the Divorce and Family Mediation Center. And today I want to wrap up my kind of four-part series about college, couples who are separating, decision making, payment for college, and things like that. So, what I want to talk about today is that for those couples, and very often couples do this, who have set aside money for their children's college education, whether it's a 529 college savings account. Some people have opened up a life insurance policy for their children, and there are a number of ways that people agree to save. What I want to talk about today is what is going to happen and what kind of decision are you going to make about college in your agreement, because this is your contract with each other. So generally, couples go one of two ways. Either they say that they will agree to pay for college at their then respective incomes at the time it's time for college, and share pro rata to their respective incomes, capping generally the highest tuition of a state university, New York school, things like that. Or they say that they're not going to be responsible in the contract to pay for college. And when the time comes, they're going to do the best they can. So the question is, if you have, for example, a 529 college savings account opened and you've been pooling your money, and let's say you've got two children and you're putting $100 each for them into the 529, as you've been doing as a married spouse, what happens to that 529 now that you're no longer going to be married to each other? That's the big question. So a few ways to look at this is, number one, if you are not obligating yourselves to pay for college, it doesn't matter how much money each of you are putting in the 529, because the kids are going to take out college loans and they will apply that 529 regardless of which one of you put more money or less money into the 529. However, if you are agreeing in your agreement to pay for college, you may no longer be equally putting the same amount of money into that account, because one of you may be in a financial position to not be able to continue contributing to it. So the question is, how do you handle that? My recommendation generally is to freeze the existing 529 account, and neither one of you should put any more money into that account. Open up new accounts in your own names for the purposes of saving for college. And when the time comes, the 529 that you had contributed together will get applied to college. And then after that, whatever each of you have saved for college for yourselves, then you apply those 529. So I know this sounds a little complicated. It's really not. I do want the opportunity to just explore this a little bit more with you during the mediation. So please come to my table and let's really have these very important conversations about college, because as we know, it's very expensive these days, and it's not something that you don't want to address in your agreement. Ada Hasloecher, Divorce and Family Mediation Center. Thank you for listening.